Hello and happy Monday from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Wow. Indelible Sunday sports freeze frames include a walk-off homer to win the Little League World Series for a California team for the 8th time. And speaking of memorable 8th occurrences, Simone Bowles caps her comeback with another all-around national championship. Justin Verlander facing off with fellow future Hall of Famer and former Tiger teammate Miguel Cabrera. Yeah, and the hated Texas Rangers walking in the winning run in the bottom of the 13th. That one always works for me. Viktor Hovland just backing up the Brinks truck. Guys had a pretty profitable 2 weeks here. And then maybe most blessedly, the end of NFL preseason football for 2023. Okay, those are the freeze frames. Now let's go all average white band and pick up the pieces. That walk-off homer in Williamsport, do you realize that was the only dinger given up by runner-up Curacao in the entire tournament? That is crushing. Most encouraging thing about the Astros' 17-3 rout of the Tigers, the 5 hits posted by Jeremy Pena. Yeah, Jay, now would be a pretty good time to get hot. Hovland, we were talking about him a minute ago, he's won $21.6 million in the last 2 weeks. What, you never had a good fortnight? How'd you like to shoot a Sunday 62 in a closing round and lose by 5? I don't know, we'll have to ask Xander Schauffele. Well, actually, folks did ask him, and he had a very gracious answer. He was cool. He said that was the most fun losing I've ever had. I think the Texans can win 7 games. No, there were no hallucinogens involved in this prediction. One thing you can't deny, CJ's arm talent. Damn. I was happy last night for Saints tight end Jimmy Graham. Made a couple of great catches, caught a touchdown pass 2 weeks after whatever that was. We wish you the best, Jimmy. Who doesn't love Herm Edwards? I mean, Herm Edwards is lovable, but who doesn't love him? Anybody at Arizona State University. Man, the Sun Devils are going to have a hard time and a long time recovering for what Herm did to that program. Okay, go. Carlos Alcaraz. Yeah, go. I hope he adds the Open to the Wimbledon Championship that he won back in July. I like that kid, and I don't like the Joker at all. Noah Syndergaard, designated for assignment? Now, there's a sentence I thought I would never, ever write. Tuesday, a.k.a. tomorrow, is the new mass whacking day in the NFL. Every team has to cut from 90 to 53 in one swing of the axe. Now, many of these guys are going to end up on practice squads, but one way or the other, 1,184 lives will be affected, and there are lots of other people who ain't going to sleep tonight. That's pretty tough. Okay, this much is true. This much is true. Mark Meadows was White House Chief of Staff when he made all of those sketchy phone calls. True. But the calls reflect the depths of the illegal conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election. So no, Marky Mark, no, you can't claim you were acting as a federal official. You were acting as a criminal committing crimes in the state of Georgia. So no federal court for you. And that goes for you too, Donnie, for exactly the same reason. All right, we guarantee through the 6th Amendment the right to a speedy trial, which often benefits both defendants and the people. But we also protect the accused's rights to prepare a robust and comprehensive defense. Jan 2, 2024 may be too speedy, but April 2026 is ridiculous. I will continue to maintain that the American electorate deserves verdicts before the 2024 election. How else can voters make informed decisions? Not that concepts like informed and rational seem to matter much to anybody anymore. That cowardly monster in Jacksonville was hunting black people. He had no other goal or motivation. So 60 years after the March on Washington, we are marching backward. This cultist insanity seeks to mainstream white supremacy, and in many places, it's working. On that cheery note, let's get on with Monday. Have a good one. We're radically rational.